History doesn't repeat itself, but it often does rhyme. The Renaissance was the name coined for the 15th to 18th century. For culture and art and medicine, it was a new era. The word Renaissance translates literally to rebirth. Then comes the Industrial Revolution, which was the big one, for hand production that suddenly turned to machine automation, especially for the Luddites that protested the very machines that put them out of work. It was a new era. And now we live in the 21st century, a time where you can shove limitless, globally connected supercomputers the size of your hand into your back pocket, where you can generate videos that resemble reality almost indistinguishably with just a 10-word prompt. And it's never been seen before, but it's not a new thing, is it? Because if it were a new era, then what does that make the Renaissance? What does that make the Industrial Revolution? Maybe every era thinks itself to be new, because we experience change at humanity's pace, but not at the universe's pace. And this is the paradox of novelty. Now, what does that have to do with me? Well, for the past few months, I've been a bit stuck because I love maths and science just as much as I love art and being on a stage and performing. And people look at me and they think that these two things are complete opposites. I mean, they sound like they're opposites, don't they? Until you look a little bit closer, and I realized that everything I love turns out to be about the exact same thing. Patterns. Pablo Picasso once said, "Art is theft." To steal like an artist means to say that no art is ever truly original, because all ideas stem from other ideas. And then Isaac Newton curiously said that energy is not created or destroyed, it's only transformed. How beautiful is it that we have these two different worlds, art and physics, saying the exact same thing. And then we have something like the golden ratio, the divine proportion. The same shapes, the same proportions are found in galaxies, hurricanes, the growth patterns of flowers. How is it that the universe is reusing the same rules over and over just to create different results? How is that possible? It's speaking the language of contradiction. And then it doesn't stop at the world around us. We are made of the systems that hold us. Our veins carry blood in the same way that lightning carries electricity. Our cells are regenerating and replicating themselves at every second. Internally, we're changing, but on the outside, we're just the same person. How does the paradox of novelty ask us, how can we change so much, yet stay the same in so many ways? And maybe a mathematical equation can answer that for us. The Mandelbrot set. It's this infinitely beautiful fractal. It's one simple equation. And as you zoom in, you start to notice the same patterns, the same structures of lightning, the same proportions, the same golden ratio. As you zoom into the Mandelbrot set, you can find patterns that no human has ever seen before. And at the same time, You are witnessing the same original structures over and over and over again. The paradox of novelty tells us that this is how the universe operates. We change so much, yet stay the same in so many ways, and one truth doesn't cancel out the other. Change and continuity coexist, always. But what does that have to do with anything? Sometimes, I like to think of all the people who look and act so completely different to me. And I like to wonder if we've read the same books or if we like the same music. Everyone in this room has felt loved. Everyone in this room has felt fear and shame and hope. I feel like it's so beautiful how I can be so ordinary to feel and experience the same things that everybody else does. And it makes me feel happy because it means that our fears are shared. It means that our questions are old. It means that we are not alone. Nothing is new in the universe because nothing is ever made from nothing. There is only connection. There is only transformation and the illusion of separation. The illusion that we are not the same. We are far less alone, far less uncertain, and far less new than we think. Nothing is new in the universe because nothing is born out of nothing. The same patterns, the same wounds, the same loves that shape the past, they shape the present too. Which means that we're gonna be okay. We've been here before, and we'll be here again. And I think my favorite part about this talk is that none of it is ever truly my own, because every thought has already been thought before. Every question about love, every question about the nature of the universe, every question about what happens next, it's all been thought before. You can find it in religious texts, in a diary written hundreds of years ago. You can think about it in the shower. Really, nothing is new in the universe. Everything that needs to be said has already been said. But since no one was listening, everything must be said again. There weren't always answers, but there were always questions. The questions stay. The language changes. And that's why nothing is new in the universe. Thank you.